Hello everyone, welcome to the tutorial for turkey. This is the turkey assignment, and you are going to turn yourself into a turkey, and then we're going to make a nice little picture using your turkey. So you're going to put your head on this turkey's body. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Photo Booth, hi, and we're going to take a picture of ourselves. You've done this before. Give myself a little room. It's just going to be my head I'm going to use. I'm going to be surprised. That's going to be my one. I'm going to export that so I have it on my desktop. So again, I right-clicked on the little thumbnail down there. I clicked export, and then I'm going to say silver face. Okay, save it to the desktop. So that's step one. Next, we have to get our turkey pictures. So I'm going to go to Schoology, and under week 15, there's an assignment called turkey. You're going to click on turkey. And you will see two things here, a turkey body and a turkey hat. So I would download both of them. So sorry, I had to just change those out. They should look like this on your screen, the .psd files. So you're going to download both of them. So you click on it and it'll download, and you click on the other one and it'll download. And you're going to open up the body one first. So first, turkey body. So we're going to click on that. It opens up the turkey body. And here's your turkey body. Now, we need to put our head in there. So first, we're going to open up the picture we just created at the beginning of this video. So I have it under desktop, silver face. Perfect. It's going to open up. Then we're going to use our quick selection tool like we've done before. Click and drag on my face. It's our favorite tool. We've used it every time. It usually guesses wrong, so we got to subtract, and we're going to subtract the little background here. We're going to subtract this part of my collar. Get it. Oh, I went too far, so we're going to add back in. It always is confused about where my beard starts and where my neck begins. Get it as good as you can, so it'll look nice. More or less. Some of it's going to be cut off by the template. We'll see. Okay, so let's say that's good enough. I'm going to copy it here, and then you go to turkey body, and you're going to paste it. Boop. There I am, but that's not in the right spot, and it's too small. So you can click on the crosshair here, or I always do Command T, stands for transform, which puts the little transform handles on it. And then you can make it bigger. You can put the head right on that neck. We'll see how it looks. I might have to move this around again when I put the hat on, because now we're going to put the hat on. So you should have downloaded the hat one too. So now we're going to open that. We're going to go File, Open, and then it should be in your downloads, presumably. Yeah, there it is, turkey hat.psd. You want it to be a Photoshop file. A .psd file, and there's our hat. Now, let's see if we could just drag it over. So if I clicked on the little crosshairs here to put transform handle on it, I'm going to click it, I'm going to drag it up to turkey body, and then I'm going to try and drop it there. Perfect. So it dropped it right in front. If it's for some reason not in front or behind or whatever, there's layering here. So if I drag this layer back here, it goes behind my head. If I drag it back up, it'll go in front of it. Same goes for like the turkey body. If it's like that, just drag the layers where they need to go. But it is the way that I want it to be. I want my hat to be right in front. I'm going to put my little turkey hat on. You can adjust the size. If you ever can't find these little transform handles, like if it looks like that, you just click on it. Click on this. Click on Command T when you have the layer selected, whatever. So once I have this looks good. I have me as a turkey. Adjust my hat a little bit. Me as a turkey, that's good. So that is step one. Step one is turning yourself into this turkey, but now we need to add this turkey into a place where we can add our own design. So for this, we're going to take this over into Illustrator because that is the program that we use to do a lot of those designs, and so you'll be able to use those tools. So in order to get this out of Photoshop and into Illustrator, we're going to export it as we normally do. So we're going to go to File, we're going to go to Export, we're going to go to Quick Export as PNG, and I'm going to save it on my desktop. I'm going to call it Silver Turkey transparent, maybe, because it's got a transparent background, or in progress, or something that you'll use to remember it. So I'm going to save it to the desktop. It's going to take a second to do that. And then we're going to bring it into Illustrator. So we're going to open up Adobe Illustrator AI, and you're going to create a new file. You're going to pick letter, so you go to print, you go to letter. But this time, we're going to make the orientation sideways like that. And so I'm going to put it like that, so it'll come up with a little bit more space to work. And then I'm going to hit create. And there it is. So we have our landscape here, what we're going to do, and we're going to put our turkey in here and then add kind of some extra stuff. So we're going to go to File, Open. Now we have to open our turkey also. So I'm going to go to this one, Desktop Silver Turkey Transparent.png. This is the one I just created. I'm going to open it. And then here it is. Command 0 to make it fit on the screen. And what it should do with this arrow selected, you should be able to just click and drag it, and it'll take the whole thing. And if you go to this other tab where I opened up the other thing, and then I come back down and I drop it, there it is. It's gigantic, but there it is. So it's too big. I'm going to make it smaller, but just know that in Illustrator, when it's like this with the handles, it'll stretch. So if I go like this, it'll stretch me in like sideways and squish me, so I maybe don't want to do that. So if you hold Shift, it'll make you go kind of proportionate. Let's zoom out a little bit so I can see. Command. There you go. So when I click on him, when I hold Shift and drag it in, it'll make sure that everything stays at the right proportions. So I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to keep going until he's a little bit smaller because I want to make a whole scene here. So I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to go Command 0 to fit to screen, and click away from it, and there's my turkey. So now he's standing there, and we got to give him an environment. This is something that you've done a bunch of times with the 20 shapes, 20 symbols, the pumpkin, things like that. So we're going to start by adding some background elements. I'm going to give myself some grass. You could pick a green color. Don't forget you can use gradients too, like I said with the pumpkin one. That looks a little bit better. Maybe we want like some sort of greenish gradient, a broccoli gradient. Let's see what that looks like. So we're going to click here, and I'm going to make, it doesn't look too gradienty, but whatever. So I'll put that here. That's in front of him, so we want it behind him. So I go to the layers, and I drag the rectangle down here. So now it's behind him. And then I click away. And now I do the same thing for the sky, maybe. I'll make another square. Maybe this one I'll make kind of more of like a more of a blue. Let's see what else we got. Maybe nature, landscape, maybe blue, or find something that I think is nice. Maybe that sky blue is good. And then we draw another rectangle. As you see, it's also in front of him, so we take that rectangle, we drag it down, so that's behind too. And there we go. Make that go away. And now I want you to use the elements that you've learned before, either the brushes that we did for the 20 brushes to add some kind of things into it, or the, and remember, those brushes aren't only the, those regular brushes, but they also have the other weird ones, decorative brushes, like ones that have, I think there's even one that has, isn't it this one that has like footprints? I think there's one that has bird footprints. Maybe we can even use that to our advantage. Oh, here we go, some bird footprints. And I get the brush tool and start to draw some bird footprints, because that's where I came from. But I'll probably want to make that a little bigger so it matches up with my bird feet. Show where I came from. Oh, that's too big. Just play with it. Okay, and so you can use the different brush strokes, but you can also use symbols like we did before, so that's kind of an easy way to get some cool stuff. So if we pull out symbols, again, the nature one will probably be good. You can like add some trees, and Command T to click away from that, to use the arrow, make those bigger, stretch them out. Make them so they're coming from there. Add some leaves, and some grass, and some bugs, and a butterfly, and maybe a spider. and you keep messing around with those. It's, again, your design. You decide. As long as you make yourself into a turkey in Photoshop with your hat on, paste it in here, and then make your own design. It is up to you how you put it together and what you do. You can refer to this tutorial, but you can also refer back to other tutorials, because I did the tutorial for 20 symbols, which shows you how to get symbols, for 20 shapes, which shows you how to do shapes, for 20 brushes, which shows you how to do brushes, and each one of those will show you how to add elements. I didn't title this one with 20, but I want to see at least 20 of other things in here too, so maybe try to do like 5 of each, like five symbols and 5 brushes and 5 what are they called, shapes or whatever. Just try and make it balanced, and other than that, make a design that you are proud of and like, and have a relaxing time making a fun final design here in Illustrator before we go on our Thanksgiving break. As always, let me know if you have any questions, and I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you guys, every single last one of you. You've been wonderful in my class so far. We've went on a journey together, and the journey has just begun. So, before you leave, just know that I am thankful that you guys are my students. Okay, that was too sincere. Now I feel weird. Okay, bye.